Hello and welcome once again for our first stream of the new year. I hope you all had a very fun, festive period and are invigorated for the new year like we are. As we say in Scotland, lang may your lum reek, which is just a thing of wishing good long life for everybody. It means lum is a chimney for all the blank faces I'm getting in Discord. So your lum reeking is your chimney smoke. So wishing
nice.
someone long, but it's something that you would put at the bottom of a letter as a sign off. I mean, I hope you have long life. Lang may your lum reek.
I hope your fire burns bright for the rest of the year. So
Very Dungeons and Dragony.
I like it.
We are back once again to the journeys of the Redwall Saviours. But we'll do the housekeeping first. And as ever, if you have not followed us here, or indeed subscribed, if you're such inclined, you can do so here at twitch.tv/SaviourSDnD. And our Twitter and YouTube, where we put the VODs, are below the stream. We really appreciate follows there. That's where we post out what we're up to and occasional other random nonsense. We also have a sponsor, Libris Arcana, and using the code SAVIOURS, you can get 25% discount from the first month of their monthly dice subscription. We are also giving out a copy of their, a set of their lovely Sang Royale dice. We have made the draw, and I have contacted the person, and I'm just waiting to hear back. Don't want to announce anything in case they've disappeared off the face of the planet or something like that, and we have to restream. But that is now done. Thanks to Libris Arcana with that.
I just put the dice over your face. That's cool, yeah? It's good.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Look how clean
Just
that is.
raises my charisma even more.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, those are the dice.
I'm now an 8, rolling only a -1. So, anyone have anything they wish to share particularly? Or we dive straight into player introductions.
I'm ready.
You didn't hear that, Terror, because that's obviously a massive error on my behalf.
Yeah, of course.
Just don't give him an inch.
Just the obvious to the people watching. Yeah, we do have a new overlay. We're working on that in the new year.
Yes. I'm sorry, I don't.
No, they're seeing it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. At the
yeah, I
moment.
know that. It's
Apologies.
So if you're watching this YouTube,
Oh, it looks lovely.
yeah,
Thank you.
beautiful logs.
New year, new overlay.
Lots of logs.
You know, it's like
We're
I know
now
you've
gonna never
shared
make
it with
mistakes
us.
in the game.
I know you've shared it with us, but it's totally different when you're
We're
actually
all plugged
seeing
in.
it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really like it. Really
thanks.
like it.
I really like that I have the Joaquin symbol
Yes.
and not the cleric symbol. That is perfect, actually.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Which was by design.
By design, it is perfect.
Thank you, sir.
It is perfect. As I
Well,
bring up this tiny figurine.
Out of tradition, I'm going to pick on Alton first because you're usually last.
Me. Hello, everyone. I am Dambro. This gent down below me is he is Alton. He is a forest gnome from the Feywild. He is a mute. He is a bard, symbolized by the musical notes. We are all level 9? Question mark.
I don't know. They're your characters.
I'm gonna say he's level 9. Anyway,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. He doesn't speak. He's mute. He speaks through his friend, which is a big, huge, giant white raven named Quill. He casts his spells and speaks through him. He is a fun character to play. I've been itching to play this game for weeks. There we go. That's me.
I'm just going to go in alphabetical order today. So, Celir, with your usual up tempo, super. Try and keep it a bit down low. We don't have all day.
Hello,
Ooh.
I am Celir. I mean, I'm Jabberwocky, and I play Celir. I am also Celir. I/we are a half vampire barbarian.
Wait.
Level
we.
9. He is from the far.
This is already going so well. So well.
Yeah.
Just want to put it. Yeah.
His
I do
glasses.
it. I do it for the fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, he's a barbarian of Rashomon who has ended up in the east on the Sword Coast, with the west on the Sword Coast.
Yep.
And is shacked up with these bombs.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Nerd.
He's also a doctor, so nerd.
Next is Cyric.
Yes, hello, that's me. I'm Ross, and I play Cyric, who is a yuan-ti druid, who has through some means obtained some warlock powers, and he is still with the nerds.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. And last but by no means least, Mara and Garvin.
I play Mara Clearwater, the lady down here. See, down there. And she is a cleric of Joaquin that's down there. And she's a human from outside of Baldur's Gate. And so, yeah, she's a pieces of trade and other civic-minded stuff. And she has a guardian called Cavern, who is a dwarven fighter who's gruffable, to bring back that now after 3 weeks of hiatus. And yeah, I guess that's it.
He's a gruffable.
Gruffable,
Yeah,
lovable, and gruff.
I was just going to let that one pass.
No, I couldn't let
No.
that pass because that's what the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Okay.
type of...
I heard you. I heard you. We're good.
We're good.
See, it's always better just to let it pass. So, to give a bit of back, it has been 3 weeks since we last streamed. What has happened is, prior to us, no, I'm not going to go that far back. The party are on the track of a band of Drow called the Silken Woe, who are trying to muscle in on other not mercenary, but sort of companies of Drow, who I suppose you call them gangsters. They're a bit like the mafia type sort of thing. And yeah, I have to do them all like that now. And they have been responsible for the disappearance of the head of Mara's church in Neverwinter, the Overgold. And they have been tracking them at the request of the Neverwinter City Guard, or face a large prison sentence for destroying the Temple of Joaquin in defending it from a Drow attack. They currently find themselves quite deep now into the Underdark after tracking through the graveyard and tunnels and a couple of strange encounters. And at this very moment in time, you find yourself in the first of the entrance caverns, where you have had a discussion with the leader here, so it seems, called Coranzin Vandry. And he and most of his troops seem to have retired further into the complex as he set some Driders upon you. And as we finish now, you are all, I think apart from Cyric, standing in the main cavern where the Drider corpses are. And Cyric, I believe you went up top to where they went, and you have seen that there is a wooden walkway to another platform that is overlooking a second cavern.
I believe it has a dead Drider on it as well.
Yes, that's right. Sorry, one of them's up there and two of them are in the main cavern. That is correct.
Oh yeah, somebody got squished by a Drider.
Yes, and the cavern that you are in has 4 entrances or exits from it. The one that you came in from the main Underdark. There is one to the north that, again, from his higher vantage, Cyric saw looked like the stables, for want of a better term, for where the Driders were kept. And there are 2 other passageways going off to the southwest. One passageway to the southwest, and Sorry, I should probably draw this. This will be easier if I just draw it.
No, it's
This
like a picture in my
theatre
head.
of the mind thing. I think I actually did this the last time and I deleted it. Very rough. So you're in the main cavern. The Drider cavern is there, and there are 2 passageways like this. And the bit in the middle is the platform that Cyric is upon. And then there's a rope bridge going that way, with a second platform there overlooking another bigger cavern. You came in from there, and then there is another exit that's like that, but Cyric can't see any more of what that is. This cavern is, because he got quite high on his perception check, and then there's another entrance like that, and then there's a exit that way.
Sorry to cut you off there. Did you remember to say who won the giveaway?
Well, I've not heard. I did mention it, but I've not heard back from them because I contacted them on Twitter. So until I hear back, I'm not going to actually say who won.
Okay.
It's because, I'll tell you why, just as you bring it up, is because we asked them to retweet and to follow us on Twitter, on Twitch. I don't know what their Twitch handle is, so I need to double check that they actually did the giveaway properly.
Cool.
Yeah, right.
So that's
We'll
why.
announce it when we know.
Because I don't want to give it away to someone that didn't do what we asked. I'd rather actually give away to someone that did. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
And it doesn't match one of the people that have followed us, but many people don't
Go
have
by the same name.
handles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
So that's what only Cyric at this moment in time can see this. The rest of you are in this main chamber here.
I think Cyric would walk his way back to look down from the
Approximately how
destroyed
long?
palisade.
Sorry, carry on.
I'm sorry.
No, carry on, please.
Because he has not seen what's actually happened in the last seconds from he went up. So are you guys okay down there?
I think what you see is Alvin sort of doing this like an accordion after being squashed by the Drider. He got a bit of healing, when, but he doesn't really say anything to you as much as he just looks beaten up.
The usual.
Well, you seem to be all right then. I have seen a lot more chambers and pathways leading away from here, and even further beyond here now, there is another big chamber. Or I suppose they went to.
I think Alton will sort of slowly and lazily get up from his seated position, and he'll just sort of rise to his feet, and Quill will sort of land on his shoulder, and he'll look up and just say, "We probably don't have much time. We have to get him." And he just sort of slumps forward and sort of makes his way towards you.
Yeah, is there like a door to the gate?
No,
Pathway may be up to me.
All of these entranceways are just tunnels. Again, in the same way as most.
Where the Drow soldiers came out from, because there were like 6 Drow underlings. Where did they come out?
That's where I stand.
They're on this
above?
palisaded up above.
Oh, okay, so they like dropped down.
Well, none of them actually came down. They all were crossbowed and stuff.
They killed them very fast.
Cyric, check their pockets. And how did you get up there?
I think we did this at the end of the last, and they had no personal effects on them. They just had the basic weapons and armor that they had on them.
Okay.
Same with the Driders, right?
Yes. So there's short bows, there's basic armor, there's long bows, there's arrows, things like that.
Approximately how long after the fight is it now?
At this moment in time, it's maybe a minute or 2 has passed. We're not talking you've sat here a long time unless you choose to. It's a time to pause, cast a couple of healing spells. Cyric's done that wee basic sort of check up there. So call it 2 minutes.
Okay.
Oh crap!
2 minutes. I'm gonna roll 2d4 for my ring of regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
Do I add anything to that, or is it just straight?
No, it's just
Okay.
it's just a flat thing
Yeah.
because it's an attuned item. I
Yeah.
couldn't make it
No,
any
no,
more
man. It's
powerful than
I
that.
love it. Don't worry about it. Totally fine.
No, it's great.
Like heal 6 hit points. We'll take that.
Well, there are secluded chambers around here, at least from where the Driders came. Do you want to proceed, or should we check some of them out?
Alton will look back to Mara.
Mara looks tired. I guess we should move on. We shouldn't stay here for too long.
Well, we haven't even done what we came here for. We need to wipe out the entire camp. So
we're looking.
wherever we go,
All right,
Oh,
hurry to get up here.
yeah, I'm up there now.
Alton looks back to catch Salir's eye, but he's already up there. He's like, like shit. Can you throw me, Cavern?
I'm not playing the character.
You're role playing the character. I don't know what he would say.
I think
You should. Yeah,
I mean,
do a
I
gruff
think
voice.
you can make that sort of character.
You take over. You gotta
I-
take over.
No, sorry.
I'm with you, Gavin.
Of course I can.
Papa.
Come here, little man. I guess it's a strength check.
Yeah. I'll give you athletics.
Okay, there we are.
On the way up, I think Alton will say, "Oh, Gavin, what big calves you have," and give him inspiration.
What do you weigh, Alton? Roughly? Do you know?
I don't. Did I even?
Wait.
Hold on, I'll have it. It's written somewhere.
I don't know.
90 pounds. It's actually heavy enough for a 3-footer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe a DC 15 then. So it's
Ooh, hello.
I can't
Yeah,
see anything.
it's 90 pounds, 30 feet in the air. It's not like
Calls himself a dwarf.
not like he's boosting.
Wait. Let me get some light on it. There we
It's
are.
a 1.
No. You mean to tell me the first roll of the year is a 1?
Yep,
Yeah,
And that kind of, I mean, that's on
like that.
brand. That's on brand. I like
that is on brand.
What happens to me?
it's a crit. It's a crit.
How many things fall on me?
Yay!
Shit.
Yeah. So,
So yes.
dwarf tossing.
I think what happens is that he just like his fingers slip or something, and
Yeah.
he's just like, I didn't seem to be able to do it at all. I'll give you a boost up, and he sort of pushes you up, but you'll have to try and climb the rest of the way, and you can do that with acrobatics.
Oh, haha! I can do that. I can.
I always think climbing can be dexterity or strength,
Cool.
especially if it's not a long distance.
Whatever you say. That's
Yeah.
that's okay with
Like-
me.
Fight!
Okay, that's good. That's 18 plus numbers.
Yeah, that's fine. So
I do
you
like
can
numbers.
quickly scramble
18
up
plus
and
5, 23.
get to where you need to be.
Up, hi-oh, up. Ah.
I think
still
Cirque is
down
quite
there,
eager, so...
Gavin?
What? Did somebody say anything?
I said, are you
Yeah.
still down there?
Oh, Mara will throw Alton some of the rope.
She'll throw it and Alton will watch as it lands beside him.
Tie it to something, Alton.
Start tying it to Salir.
Yay!
He will. He'll just, obviously, if he's opposed, he won't, but he's tying it to his waist.
Yeah, still gonna stand there.
I imagine Salir's facing the other way, not even not even paying any attention.
I go and loop myself around like a rocky outcropping, just to
Yeah,
anchor.
it's like this is a rough cavern, so there's plenty of
Yeah.
sort of
The
guys,
most
some of these big
circumventive
crystals
fucking thing.
that are illuminating the area as well.
Which one are my cards? God.
Cyric doesn't really wait for the others, so he starts to get across the
So you're
rope
going
bridge.
across the rope bridge to the other.
Yeah.
So, what you see across there is another stone platform, just similar to the one on the other side, also with a palisade overlooking the second cavern. And there's a ladder at this side that goes from the platform down to the cavern. That cavern itself, well, maybe another perception check now that you're sort of close.
Yeah, all right. Let's see if I can get roll 20 to be on my side today.
I doubt it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's already frozen. So
What are you rolling?
and the web page crashed.
Oh,
Right.
lovely.
Okay. I'll do a slash.
no.
Right,
It's right. It's up now.
it's up. Okay.
Yeah. Perception. Go.
13. Okay. That's enough because there's the crystal light and there are a couple of torches and things here as well. So what you see here is there's several unused campfires and bedrolls throughout this cavern. This obviously seems to be almost like I suppose you would call it a barracks or something of those sorts. So with a 13, you don't get an exact number, but there seems to have been somewhere in the region of 20 or 30 bedrolls laid out here amongst another number of fires. There's an area where it's obviously they've been a bigger coop fire. There's a spit where they've obviously roasted meat and a sort of cooking bit, various barrels and things around, some small... there are some small chests on the ground next to the bedrolls, but there does not seem to be any visible sign of anyone alive in this, or dead. There's no sign of life at all in this cavern. And it's probably, again, it's a sort of a weird angular shape, but it's roughly oval, with nooks and crannies, and it's probably about 100 feet long by about 80 wide at its widest part, but there's plenty of bits that are narrower than that.
I think Alton would spin.
So I can't see anyone, but there are tents and
Yes.
nooks and
Tents and
stuff.
bedrolls and campfires and things like that, but there's no sign of anyone.
Could I start to do like a scatter shot with my Eldritch Blasts? Just fire them around, just to see if
Yeah,
it actually...
absolutely.
I could lure out maybe some movements or so.
Are you targeting anything in particular, or
Tents, if they're like boards built up.
roll me as many? Well, let's not just go mad, but roll me like 4 Eldritch Blasts or something at the moment, and then we can skip back to the others.
Yeah.
So you fire out all these Eldritch Blasts, and the tents crumple, and bedrolls singe, but you don't seem to get any vision of it hitting anybody. So it doesn't seem to be anyone invisible that you've hit, or anyone hiding, and it doesn't provoke anything back.
All right, I can't see like a bigger tent or anything. That's just... It's all just basically... Yeah.
It's all exactly the sort of stuff that you guys use when you are out in the wilds camping for a night.
Right.
It doesn't seem to be particular, even with a 13 at that distance, there's nothing that seems to be fancy. There's nothing that's gilded. There's nothing that catches the eye more than the next. It's all fairly bland and basic adventuring gear.
Are there torches or anything to light it up?
There's 2 torches, but most of the light is still coming from these purple crystals on the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
There was...
If you can
a way-
imagine, this is for the players, because I've never actually told you this. These caverns are actually like gigantic big geodes. So you ever seen a geode with amethyst in them?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what that is.
That's
Geode is a bubble in lava, and it solidifies the bubble's still there, and the crystals grow on the inside of it. So that's basically what these caverns are: humongous big bubbles in a previous lava flow, with the crystals growing on the surface of it.
But there was... I can see into the exit way from this place.
You can, but there is a very tight 90-degree turn, so you don't see very far.
All right, just making sure. Otherwise, I would have done 2 more
Yeah.
for.
And there's
Good
2 exit ways. There's one that you can see. There's one on the west, and there's one on the south. From
Oh,
the second
all right.
cavern.
Yeah, all right.
But
I'll just
as I say,
stay here.
we'll pass back to the others.
Yeah, I think
and see what
Alton-
they've been doing.
As you see Sirik go like make his way out,
And a couple
headlong.
of flashes.
Yeah, he sort of spins around, and he just sort of looks to. I'm guessing Mara is being pulled up over the cliff top this stage,
And Garvin.
and he sort of gives them all a look like. The hurrier he goes, the behinder he gets. Why is he going so fast?
What does behinder mean?
What does hurrier mean?
He's going too fast. He'll make mistakes.
Oh,
Go
well,
go stop him. I'm getting these guys up.
He sends out Quill in front of him, and he tries to keep up, I guess, as he makes his way towards Sirik.
Mm-hmm.
Trying
Sirik
not
has
to
turned
be too loud, essentially.
Sirik has turned into Cell, blowing up all the islands to find 18.
This is how I search now.
I will destroy all of these islands.
What
The witch
kind
is
of
talking
loot did we get? So anyway, Alton makes his way out, and I guess the scene's still back with Slayer.
Are there any like loose gems or crystals or something?
Nothing that's visible, but you
Nah.
might be able to sort of climb you because they're quite there. The ceiling's quite high above you, so there's
Yeah.
nothing there. You know, it's geology. You're probably be able to climb up and try and get one if you wanted, but there's definitely none. Even with Alton's fireball, there was nothing broken loose or anything.
Okay.
I'm getting weaker.
But you had good rolls with that, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. I think you killed six of the Drow instantly.
Power.
The beauty of a broken spell.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
So what's happening with Mara and
You send Quill up. They're just climbing up the rope.
I was just okay, cool. Then I go over towards Sirik. And Quill will probably get there first. Like, Sirik, what are you doing?
Just being thorough. I can't see anyone. Just wanted to make sure that there was no one around here waiting for us.
What if there was? You were on your own.
I could take care of it.
Alton will grimace slightly at that.
I don't need you chumps.
If he just gave us a few minutes and he points to his ring, he'd be feeling fine again. He sort of brushes his shoulder off. Right, what, did you see anything?
No, I didn't. Sorry, I'm not thinking clearly. I get what you're saying.
What's wrong with you? Did you get put under a spell? Are they taking your memory too?
He just leans down towards you. No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't at the time, maybe. How's the other one? Others doing?
Oh, I think they're just about up. Okay. Did you see where we should go next then?
There are 2 pathways, one leading south and one leading to the north.
What do you think?
Well,
For
they said they went to Luskin. I don't know where that is, but
Heard that name a few
if
times.
anyone knows, maybe that could be an indicator if
Far
it's
knows.
north or south. Well, I'll wait here for her.
We'll wait.
And
Here
I
for
think
you.
as you're doing that, that's like sort of Mara and Garvin that have been aided up, so you're all together.
I don't like climbing. Oh well. What did we miss?
Nothing in particular, just sort of checked out up ahead.
I think Alton
Okay.
will share a look with Sirik and nothing.
Okay.
So, yeah. Mara, do you know where Luskin is? Is it far away from here? Is it
And you would know that, Mara, without having to do a check.
Yeah.
With your connections, you would know that sort of thing.
Unless we've walked through a portal, it's very far.
Maybe that's how they're
We just-
doing it. And Alton will take out the little crushed up crystal dust that he got from a few episodes back that increased magical ability.
Yeah.
Maybe they've figured out how to use this to get back and forth to places quickly.
But before you even consider anything,
I
he
don't know how
said
to...
only specifically the weird brain psychic people can use it properly.
That's a
So
nonsense.
and that guy didn't use it. He
Listen,
walked away from us.
I haven't found a spell I couldn't figure out eventually, and he puts it back and puts it back in his pocket. Just give me some time.
I'll show you the spell you can do.
What is it?
Oh no.
Wanna-
Mind control.
is there the drow bodies nearby?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh yeah. There's
He just,
six,
pull some blood. He
six-
just pulls some blood out of the body and holds it in his hand.
When did you? I haven't seen you do that.
impressive?
What are you-
Well, this is. Yeah, he just drops it. There are spells that you can't.
Are you a
Yes.
necromancer?
No, I'm a vampire. I told you that. You all know
Mm-hmm.
You said your dad was a vampire.
He's
half
half.
vampire.
Yeah, that's right. We knew that.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
I never
I
seen
just-
what a vampire could do.
I'm
before,
just
though.
I'm just so charismatic and obviously a good person that it doesn't come up very often.
I think Alton will share a look
Oh.
with Mara as if. Fine, just leave him believe that. It's fine.
There's absolutely nothing that gives me away, he says, as his eyes are black and he has
Fangs.
Yeah.
One of his fangs catches the crystal light.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Mara.
we can't stay here for much longer. We have to rush and
We got
try and track
the
down.
follow.
Well,
So, north
Karanzan
to
is in
south.
the wind. We need to try and get to him before he disappears into the cities of Luskin.
So, how do we choose? We just pick one.
Ah,
Unless anybody can find anything specific. And I guess Mara will try and look.
can
For
Alton try and
clues on
pickpocket
either.
a coin off of Mara?
Absolutely.
Just any coin.
Do I roll perception?
You probably perceive it, but
You know, yeah, do. It's sleight of hand versus perception.
Sure.
Actually, no, because you don't know what's happening, so it would just be your
My
standard-
passive.
your passive.
Right.
that's 21.
That is my passive.
That is impressive.
You notice, because if it's a draw, the defender notices it.
Yeah.
Can I ask Mara to roll a D100?
These are always
Uh-oh.
good. See which one
Yeah.
it is, or how much this is. I only want to take one.
Yeah, but is it the one?
Oh, shit!
60, I think. They didn't
Okay,
add
the,
any
the
markers.
double digit one is the 10 hand.
Yeah, yeah,
The
but-
single digit.
It's. Wait, so there's that one. What the fuck does the other one look like?
Just got
I
some
think-
numbers on it.
So does it
There
say
is-
60 and 0 on your dice, or does it say 00 and 6?
Oh no, yeah, it's 90.
90.
Yeah.
Alton's pickpocketed the coin.
Mara will try and grab his hand.
Well, he said it didn't work. Well, you did see him.
No,
so
I know
okay,
it
yeah.
worked. He notices.
And Alton would sort of tip
She
the top
notices.
and tip the bottom. North? South?
Can I
That
try and
sounds
grab
good
his
to me.
hand?
Flick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's
Grab.
That's opposed athletics, or
Please.
or
Don't even try. You've got me
no,
all
it's
day on this.
athletic. I was about to say athletics or dexterity.
Which one do I roll?
Either
is it
both of you
both?
can choose.
I'm going to go
Oh.
acrobatics then.
No, it's just straight dexterity, not acrobatics.
Oh, I can't pick persuade.
Oh.
Yeah.
19
Nice. 19.
plus
Yeah,
numbers.
21.
Right. So I rolled a 7 plus 0.
Okay, so no, Alton's hands are just too fast for you and snatches out of the way. But he's got the original minted gold coin in his hands, and he's taken it from you.
Not only that, he's flicked it.
Can I grab it from the air?
Well, I think we'll do that. That's what that was for. Right? We're not
Okay.
just going to keep doing loads and loads of checks because
Heads take the north tunnel, tails take the south tunnel. And we'll get to Luskin before you.
well,
Roll
I
a
think
D2.
Does Mara say anything?
Yeah. Give that back, Alton. Give it back.
Ding.
Give it back.
It's just money. God, you
No,
humans
that one
and
is
your
very
money.
important. Give it to me, Alton.
Heads or
Right.
tails?
Roll a d4, and 1 and 2 is heads, and 3 and 4 is tails.
Okay. I was like,
South.
tails and heads. Then middle.
And he takes it, he goes, south it is. Just flicks it back at Mara.
Don't ever touch that coin again.
It's just money. What is with humans?
This
And
is
money.
a very special coin. And she's going to
Oh,
stuff it
they're all
inside her
special.
underwear again.
What's so special about that?
Which is where Alton plucked it out from. No.
No. What's this hair on this coin?
Oh,
Stop
No,
it. Tara.
it's not. It's the first
The
string.
new
of the
year,
We're
new
not going there.
attitude.
Everyone roll a perception check, and I ask Terror, as Mara, how well, or does she even attempt to show how much that affected her, that coin?
It's 19
I-
total.
I mean, it sounded like ultimately that it was also like a cursed item. So I think it would affect her more than she would be willing to show. So she will probably react a lot stronger than she usually would.
Yeah.
Not that she would be screaming, but they're really like precious.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, right, that's fine. I just want to make sure that people realise that Mara was acting out of character somewhat.
So, well, Alton got a 19, so he actually notices that, I guess.
Yes.
So he would say, "Oh, well, I'm sorry. I know you like money. I just assumed money's money.
Very important coin.
Why?
Very
Well,
important.
actually,
Is it worth 10 of these?
I should have made you roll, actually, Alton,
Okay.
because as soon as it passed into your hand,
Okay.
bear with me.
Ah,
Bring me
shit.
more curses. Bring
Yeah,
me more
Yes.
curses.
I wasn't. Sorry, I wasn't.
That's cool.
I wasn't prepared for this. In a good way, though.
Yeah.
Um,
Unplanned is always best.
yeah. I just need to find the.
Is this going to be the whole party getting cursed by the same coin?
This dice never
Possibly.
rolls high for me, and it's rolling really high
Possibly.
today, so I'm going to keep going with that.
Okay. Wisdom saving check.
Ah,
Rip. 10.
Okay. When you pick this up, sorry, I'm doing this slightly out of order because I completely forgot about the effect. You believe that this is the first gold coin ever pressed on Faerun, and
Even
it
though I
is
don't have
worth-
that much of a concept of coinage,
yes, because
it's
this is
telling me
it-
this.
It's telling you this is an effect that it has, and it is worth more than anything that you have ever understood. I mean,
Do
I
I
think
value it?
allow you to RP how that affects Alton, but this is just the most valuable thing that you have ever had.
I think he has it. He's just rolling it in his fingers, regarding it, licking
In
it
a
up,
sense.
catching it. Can I just tell you, does Alton value it more than anything that's ever been on Faerun?
Yes. It may be that Alton doesn't understand the concept of money, and it
Doesn't.
does something different in his head, which I'm happy for you to take control of. But you now think this is the most valuable thing there is.
So I'm gonna retcon and go back to where I have it, if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
Um,
my fault for.
yeah.
for
I was gonna say,
forgetting
you know,
that.
in all of these realms, I don't like these things. This one I can have forever.
Give it to me. Alton, give it to me.
No, mine.
Give it to me, Alton.
Do
Alton,
you know
give
this
it
is
back.
the first ever pressed coin?
Damn it, Alton.
That
I know
matters to
that.
me
Give it
now.
back to me. Give it
How
back
do
to me,
you
Alton.
know
No,
that?
we're taking the south one. That's final.
Give me the coin, Alton.
And he's just getting the light off the crystal. There's like a purple hue glistening off it.
I am
So
casting
nice.
Hold Person on Alton.
PvP.
Give me my coin.
And Alton has advantage because it's magical effect and he's a gnome.
Yeah. Wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wisdom
Wisdom
save.
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
I think at this point, just like Salir and Cyric are just standing at the side, just like watching, just
Yeah. As the crackheads fight over the
like
fucking...
very confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Garvin he's sort of torn. He's wanting to sort of jump
I know your DC is probably much higher than this, but I rolled dual 17s. So that's a 16 for me. So,
Oh. Yeah, my DC is 17.
in. Yeah. So,
So
I
not
know,
much.
have you ever cast Hold Person before? How does
think she
Hold
has.
Person?
I have used
explain
it before.
what it does to Alton as he's rolling it through his fingers.
Yeah.
Explain what happens.
No, yeah, I'm just thinking because I have cast it before. I just don't fucking remember what my.
Well, it's fine. Just add some flavor to it just now. It's
Sure,
fine.
sure. Fuck. Let's see. Hold person. There you are. Fuck. Hold person, and it becomes stunned. She
Just
she
fluff
opens
it.
up her book and she looks at a name and she goes, Benthor. And there's almost like a tiny creature that jumps into your ear and seems to talk to you and seems to be telling you a bunch of secrets about stuff. And you become really intent on listening and you become sort of vague about the world around you because it's
I imagine I'm trying to hear his tiny voice, so I'm actually trying to
yeah.
go towards him a bit.
What is that? Mara takes the coin off the hand.
Mm-hmm.
She places it inside the bag of holding.
Still held person.
Good.
I like that you're holding my attention. I think that's a really good way. It's an interesting way to do a whole person.
Yeah, I love it as well. I think Garvin sort of just like I think that was a little bit of overkill, Miss Mara. He was only just wanting to have a wee polish off it and make it look better.
No.
Will you two shut up? What are you saying?
How long does it last? Oh yeah, you save each round, I think.
Mara,
Save
just end the spell now. Let's go.
Mara will take a long look at Alton, and she'll end it. Almost
And you know immediately, Alton, what's happened once the effect finishes.
How do I feel about the coin?
the precious.
You still feel the same about it.
Alton will walk aside Garvin.
Mm-hmm.
Say to Garvin, really shouldn't play magic tricks with him. You won't win.
Oh.
And Garvin, I think, well, I know, but you both just mean well. It's just any squabble over a single bloody gold coin. And he sort of takes his pouch out and go, take your pick.
Alton will reach behind his ear and pull out the same coin, casting Minor Illusion. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, Mara, really. You can keep it.
Mara's going to stick the hand into the bag of holding to summon up the coin.
I thought you put it in your knickers.
He said on.
No, I changed my mind now that we had.
All right, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So now she's going to put her hand into the bag of holding, pull it out. Still there. Because he didn't take it.
You were staring at each other with your own coin, one illusory, one real.
So she's going to then slowly put the coin back into the bag of holding.
Cedric leans towards Salir. What's actually is going on here?
What has happened?
He stole my money.
If I said the usual, would you understand?
No.
Elton did something. Mara didn't like it. They resorted to magic to solve their problem.
Seems fair. Let's go.
Alton's just nodding.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mara's eyeing Alton.
Yeah, let's
Stop
go.
it.
Okay. Anyone leading? Are you being stealthy? Are you...
Mara will insist that Alton walks ahead of her.
Mother.
Does Alton comply?
No.
So
I don't
and Sarek and Garvin are going to walk off.
Hold on. When she says that, I said, really, Mara, we have to be going down here. I'm always at the back. I need to be at the back. That's where I'm most effective. You know that.
Oh, I'm sure that you'll be fitting right well in the middle.
Listen, Mara, we're friends. Gas friends.
No. Oh,
You really should be going ahead. You are at your strongest, third in the line. Everyone knows it. Come on now.
yeah.
It's fucking Jack's dungeon. Do we have to have like order of operation?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, love it.
No, but Alton, it's
Well,
fine.
it's persuasion versus I don't know what.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't
Wait,
know.
Mara says, "No, it's fine. I can take over this spot just for you this one time." And she casts friends as well.
Well, I already cast friends, but you can do it as well. I got a total of 27.
What should I? 27 for
'That'd be a
Perception.
charisma saving throw, I suppose.
charisma saving. Give me seconds. Nope.
Didn't expect the year to start with PvP.
I'll be right back. But I failed anyway, so I guess Mara will be in the second row.
Yep.
Or the third, whatever.
I was just expecting that we were going to sit there forever with you. No, you go first. No. You go first.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Salir and Sirik, who's taking up the lead? And
I'm helping Sarek.
Yeah. All right.
so you enter into the tunnel, which again is a rough tunnel, about 10 feet across. And you pass through it for about 60, 70 feet. Much darker here because it's a smaller tunnel that's been dug in through the bottom. So a lot of the crystal light from above is not shining in here. So it's all dimly lit. There's no torches or anything.
All right.
And after twists and turns a bit, after sort of between 60 to 80 feet, you come to a crossroads. As you're coming from it, to the west, there is a tunnel that obviously meets up with the one that you saw into the original cavern you were in. There's one that goes forward, and the rough tunnel turns into very regimented and well-built flagstones and brickwork, and there is a very serious-looking shut, locked door about 40 feet in front of you. And there's another tunnel that is similar to that to the east as well, and another door at the end of that tunnel, and it's about the same length, about 40 feet.
Well, suppose there's someone in some of these doors. Inside one of these doors, sorry. Could I make a survival check to see if there are any recent footprints or something leading towards one of them?
Absolutely.
I'll help out. Just to stay
Yeah,
slightly
so
further away.
roll, and you'll get the advantage. So 19. Both corridors are very well travelled and recently. So it's difficult. It's difficult to discern much. It's very hard, tough stone as well. So there's not a lot to go by, but they are both well used and have been used recently.
All right. I don't know which one that they went through. We could really use that coin right about now.
Just this one. So you said there are two doors?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go to the left one.
Continuing south or west.
I open them both and look through them.
Well, you have to do one at a time because they're both 40 feet from the crossroads you're at.
Left one. Right one.
Okay.
The west
be...
one.
Yeah, the west one.
The west.
That's fine. You go there, and you open the door. It's unlocked. Big, heavy, iron-bound door. Wooden, heavy wood, iron-bound, looks serious. If it had been locked, it might have been difficult to get through. And behind it, again, there's continuing. This is a much more well constructed, stone-lined room, almost perfectly square. And it is laid out with tables and chairs, enough for several dozen people. Seems to be a mess hall of some sort. More formal. Well, not formal, but a step up from the campfires and the things that you saw in the previous cavern. And there are another 3 closed doors, north, west, and south from this room as well.
Mace time.
This place is a nightmare.
I don't like it. So, how about we open two of the doors at once?
All right.
So, I pick
east and west, or south and north, opposite ends.
Well, you've come through the door from the west, so it's north, west. Sorry, you've come through from the yes. So there's north, east, and south are the 3 doors that are unopened. Sorry,
North and
Doctor, you were about to say.
I was just going to ask if I could just do a quick Arcana check on these doors.
Absolutely, yeah. Not a problem.
Huh?
It's a total of 18.
Yep, there's nothing obviously magical in this room at all. And if you're opening north and south, who's opening which door? Because again, they're like 20 feet across this room, so you can't do them both at the same time.
I take south.
Okay. You open that, and there is a large rectangular room of the same construction that has a dozen bunk beds, each with a small chest at their foot.
So strolls in,
that,
just
sorry,
take a look around. Just
Yeah,
to take a small look around.
perception check.
Dirty 20. Yeah.
So, with a dirty 20, you can initially see that very similar types of things that you saw in that cavern, but better quality. So this is, whilst it is still a group barracks, again, for want of a better word, bunk room, the bedding's better quality, the beds are better quality. So it's obviously, whilst it's still troops probably that have been here, it's sort of the slightly higher ups that have been boarding here. The same with the mess hall. This is like 2 connected rooms that are like their rooms.
Can I start opening those chests?
You can indeed.
So now, dunk, dunk.
So there's a dozen small chests in here.
I look for one that looks like it is pristine.
Roll me a d12 and let's see which one you open.
Very well, sir. I'll play your game. 1.
Oh, that's fine.
Through door number 1.
Fine. Yeah, a lovely dark wooden chest.
Nice.
Locked.
Dagger.
Mimic.
Actually, I have thieves too.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, if you try to open it, roll me your thieves tools check, which if you're
I'll just check.
that would be dexterity plus proficiency if you're proficient with them.
I'll just double check I'm proficient with them. I know I have them. I'm not sure if I'm proficiencies.
Okay. If not, it's straight dexterity check.
I think it's. I have the tools, but whatever. Just basic dex. That is a total of 15.
Okay. Can you make me a Constitution save as a small spike pops out and stabs you?
I was so hoping for the mimic.
And so, no. That's a 5.
5 points of poison damage.
Ow! And a spike through the hand.
And a spike through the hand.
Is it open?
It is open. Roll me a D100.
Ooh. Very well then.
Hier, du gör din knäppa hund.
That is a 90. That's the second time 90's been rolled.
It has indeed.
900.
Okay, so within there is 8 small teeth. They look like the teeth of a dragon that have scrimshaw on them.
Ooh.
And there is also what seems to be a potion of healing. It's a greater potion of healing.
Okay.
Benji. The hound. Fucking dog. God damn it.
Been attacked.
Swedes.
Yeah. I mean, there's a rhythm to the madness, as you can obviously
don't
tell.
worry. Don't worry.
So you said.
Do you want to do? So it's like eight what seem
scrimshaw.
to be large dragon teeth with scrimshaw carved all over them.
And one
Let's
greater
put
healing.
those. Should we put those into the? How big are they? Bag of holding table.
Oh, it's up to Alton. He's the one doing the thievery.
True. When Alton is looking, Mara will take the coin out of the bag of holding and then put it into her underwear, so that he is distracted.
Yeah. Well, roll a deception check against Alton's passive perception.
Right.
I don't even know what my passive perception is.
It is 8 plus 10 plus your wisdom score, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your wisdom modifier, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 total.
You'd be surprised. Well, I was rolling stealth, right?
No.
No, deception.
Deception. Oh, that's better. 4.
All right, so
So I see it.
you notice the coin being moved from
fine.
the bag of holding to.
He doesn't pay too much notice to it.
That's fine.
Can I do a quick Arcana check on these teeth?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so that's good. That's like a 19 plus 6, 25.
Okay. They do not seem to be magical at all and are purely
Decorative.
They're sort of 25 gold pieces roughly each.
Ooh.
Okay. And I found some healing potions. Oh, Mara, look, I found some interesting teeth as well. Might want to put them in the bag of holding.
Interesting teeth.
Yes, they look like dragon teeth to me.
Oh, dragon teeth. Okay.
There's some weird
For a moment
writing
there, I
on
was
it.
worried.
Can you read this? And he'll hand the 8 dragon teeth over to her.
Sure.
There
And
you are.
sorry, my description's not really great. It's more like pictures and things. The scrimshots. There's no actual writing. It's just wee images that have been
It's just some
carved. Yeah,
I don't
absolutely,
recognize.
just decorative. Yeah, and some of them it's just patterns and things to make it look pretty.
And when he
Oh.
does, I'm going to try and take the coin.
I'm guessing I would get an advantage with the hand.
Do you have a distraction though as well?
Sure, but you know.
I'm not trying to give you disadvantage, but
No, I'm just saying that, you know.
what do you say, Squid?
I think the way that he has been RPing it, he will be very aware if anything goes near that, to be perfectly honest. So I think giving advantage is fair enough.
Sorry about that. That was an unintentional break.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I didn't mean to
That's not
disappear on
too
you like that. Oh.
What am I rolling again? Perception?
Yeah.
Because it's so low.
Who's going to reveal first?
29.
yeah, you totally see him going down your blouse.
Hey,
Mhm.
Alton! And she's gonna give him a fucking slap on the face.
Slap in the face. Okay.
Do I roll to hit? I guess.
I mean, no roll to hit unless you're intending to try and do damage.
Even if I intended, I wouldn't do any because I'm -1.
Unarmed strikes just do one. If you're not proficient, it's just 1 point of damage for an unarmed
Sure.
strike.
But I'm -1 in strength, so
No. It's just a flat one
Oh,
for
okay.
unarmed strikes. There's no.
Alton, don't
I'm not
have your
interested
hand.
in your jambly things. I just want the coin, okay?
Get a-
He's like rubbing his face.
Yeah.
It's like starting to go red. It's really, for some reason I care about it, Mara.
You only care about it because you want to mess with me. This is some sort of game to you.
This is nothing.
It's
to
not a
do
game
with
to
you.
me.
Nothing to do with you. I want it. There, I said it.
This has to look very special for those looking on. He's like with his hand there. I want it. It's special to me.
No, he's taking his hand away. No, he's taking his hand away the second you hit him in the face. He's just rubbing his face.
Yeah. Well, you may. I don't know. I guess can I roll an insight to see if he's actually legitimately? Because Mara thinks that this is probably some joke to him. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's fine.
Right, let's roll.
And then Alton, you can roll deception if you wish
I'm not
to,
lying.
or not.
But I'm not
Yeah.
lying. He does believe that.
No, I know.
Yeah. Or persuasion.
There goes that dice. That's 24.
I think I won't roll anything if she gets a high enough number. It stands to
Yeah.
reason she can see he's telling
That's
the
fine.
truth.
You know, yeah, he's absolutely honest in what he's saying.
So this why? But you don't even care about money.
Hate it.
This is an object of faith for me.
It's an object of great value to me, for some reason.
That
And I actually
That-
love that. It's the I don't know why I want it. I just want it. That's the best way forward for Alton. Absolutely.
you will seem like you've said something to Mara that somehow means that it seems to speak to a lot of deep meanings to her.
God, she thinks I'm being turned over to the church.
like you've just without even. It's like when somebody hears a child say something that has a deep, like, my God, it's all so clear. Do you know what I mean? When somebody quotes a child like they're so young. You know what I mean?
And he does look kind of ashamed of himself too. Like he can see what the optics might have looked like.
Yeah.
Sort of gives like a furrowed, bowed head towards Garvin. Like,
Garvin seems oddly at ease with everything. He's just like he's more nervous that companions are arguing rather than anything else.
Mara's going to take out the coin, and she's just going to look at it for a while. Because she's kind of considering deeper aspects of the whole thing.
can I see it?
No. I need to think, Alton. I need to ask Joaquin some things. I need to think about this.
Yeah.
And she will also kind of what's the word? Brush off the coin a bit, maybe polish it a little bit, and she will just be thinking about the contrasts and faith and stuff will sort of bubble up through her head.
Yeah, sort of parking it for a time when she can actually analyze it with a bit more thought.
Yeah.
Or mind laser. Okay. Does Alton continue with the other chests in the room, or do you?
He hurt his hand, so he's just like, "Someone else want to try this?"
Sure, give it a go.
Watch your hands; they've got spikes on them.
No, Sir will check for traps
Okay.
on the one that he. Should I roll a D11 or something? Since
I mean, I think for brevity, are you intending between you to go through all the chests? I mean, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Now that you know there is a potential that there's traps, then that's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all locked. They may or may not all have traps in them. Are you going to do so? Just roll to unlock. So a dexterity check if Alton sort of hands you his thieves' tools.
Yeah, all right. 9.
9.
I was not speaking German.
You don't seem to be able to unlock this one, but a trap, however, does not get triggered. So it seems to be untrapped, this box, but you fail to open it.
Alton has one of his tools ready. No trap.
Doesn't seem like it.
What am I doing?
Yeah, just the same roll that you did the last time, yeah.
What was it? Dex? Straight Dex or?
Yes, because you said you weren't proficient in Thieves'
Yeah,
tools.
correct.
But obviously, if you're Master of all trades, you still get your half proficiency.
Okay, so I get actually 2 plus 2, so plus 4 is 18.
Okay, yeah, that opens it. And within that one is roll me another D100.
Yes, sir. Yes, my lord.
You're the king. Well, I didn't vote
96.
Holy fuck.
I have no idea why
Jesus.
90 is up all the time. There you go.
Right,
It's a table he's rolling on. It doesn't necessarily mean we get better loot or anything. Is what it is.
Well, in this case it does, because it is just the standard table.
Ah.
96, did you say?
Yes, sir.
So there are 10 tourmalines in there, which is a semi-precious stone.
Ooh.
And fuck.
What did I get?
I need you to roll another 4 D100s, but roll them like one at a time so I can look at them each time.
What kind of gold are the tourmalines worth again?
50.
50 each.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so
Money.
Yeah.
4 D100s. Number 1 is flat 30.
So
Soon.
there is a small brooch with the picture of a shield on it.
There were 8 dragon tooth, right? Just so I don't.
46.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I'm laughing because it's funny. There seems to be a rod very similar to the one that Cyric already wields.
Hey!
Similar
Oh my god.
to Sirius.
Dual wielding warlock. Pow, 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 pow. Like Jim Dark Magic.
Okay. Next up is.
Mhm.
I'm not joking. 92. I don't think I've ever rolled a 90 on a D100 before, by the way.
I'm going to have to look these up because I don't know what the fuck they are.
So we have gotten the dragon tooth. What else did we get?
10, yeah, I'm handing stuff off to Mara. 10 tourmalines worth 50 gold each.
These are amazing.
Okay.
A brooch.
I have a small brooch with a picture of a shield on it.
There seems to be, it's a large leather bag covered in some sort of woolen cloth with 3 wooden tubes coming off the top and a small single tube coming off the bottom.
What is this?
It's I know what it is. Okay?
It's bagpipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Alton will take this in his hands.
Oh no! Is it a traditional Drow instrument?
He will
or-
sort of finger the holes a little bit and get the position.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was trying to do before.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Not funny. Disgusting.
Hey, wait.
You're gross.
Yeah, he blows into it.
How dare you.
And,
Yeah. It makes a discordant sound because you have to be proficient in it to play it.
I mean, okay.
Are you proficient? Well, are you proficient as a bard with wind instruments specifically?
Well, let's have a look. Well, I can play the flute, so
All right, yeah. So you will be, So
Yeah.
you will be able to play it as well as you wish. Then, sorry, I've
Okay.
made an assumption I shouldn't have.
and he plays underneath the drow with the tunnels echoing. Yeah. So, and I think I've one more roll.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
How does one spell that termites or terminites?
I got double zeros. What does that mean?
That's
Ooh.
100.
Ooh.
So
What's
you've got
higher than a
0, 0,
bagpipe?
0. So you
Yeah.
have 3. Yeah. So
What's higher than a bagpipe?
when you bring out the bagpipes, underneath them there seems to be they just look like leather wrappings with feathers on them.
Leather wrappings.
As in,
Scrum?
what if you think of like a Spartacus type sort of the leather wrappings that they put around their feet and up their,
Oh,
up their
yeah,
ankle?
yeah. Okay.
With feathers on them.
With feather.
Feathers attached to them.
Does it look like it goes on the feet or the hands or anywhere? They're just wrappings. They're just
Yeah.
wrappings.
This, you may get more when you have time to study them, but this is just you've picked them out of
Yeah,
a box.
he'll-
It's not, I'm not going to say exactly what
That's fine.
everything is.
He'll stuff those in his own jacket. And he'll put the bagpipe inside in his backpack.
Then I'll remove the
I'm just-
bagpipe from the
I'm
bag of
just
holding.
writing down what these are.
What was the thing? Terminites?
Tourmalines.
Tourmalines.
Sorry. Tourmalines.
And we've 10 of those, 50 gold each. Small brooch with a picture of a shield. A rod similar to Cyrix.
Yep.
And the bagpipes and leather wrappings I'll hold on to.
Okay.
So I'm delete those from my inventory now. So
We already have a brooch of shield. I don't know how similar that is. Let's see. Right, but question is if we have time to identify them right now. I guess that we don't.
No.
Shit.
Oh.
Right. So I have added the dragon tooth, the tourmalines, and the staff because you took the bagpipe and the wrapping.
There's no staff.
And,
There's a small
and I think
brooch.
again for brevity,
Oh, the rod. Yeah.
As you open up the rest of the chests, it's just a mixture of coin and knickknacks you get in the other ones. But I think probably what we see. There's another coin adding up to about 720 gold amongst the other chests.
Right.
All right.
Stuff of that into Mara. There you go.
Mara seems to be lost in thought, so she's kind of working on automation.
So you have the
Right.
rod and you have the brooch. I have the bagpipes. That's it. That's everything. I have a
Since
greater
we
heal as well.
Since we have a brooch of shield, but that's a necklace though. But is it similar to the one that we found?
Did you say you had a brooch of shield or you had a necklace?
It's a brooch of shield, but it's a necklace apparently.
So you've got a necklace of shield.
Should-
You don't know. You don't
Okay.
know. That's a little bit metagamey, I think, at this moment in time. If you wish
No.
to take time to appraise something, that is fine.
Oh no, I was just thinking like holding them both up and comparing them.
Yeah, but things can look alike without taking time to
Sure.
actually judge it. You don't know whether it's thing. Again, like Alton quite regularly does Arcana checks and things. If you want to do that, that's not a problem.
Do we want to stay or should we move on? I am almost completely out of spells. We've all
What
taken a
was
lot of
behind your door, Slayer? Because we opened
Yeah,
our
absolutely.
doors at the same
You
time.
open the northern door, which leads to a storage room, which is filled with barrels and sacks. And there is another door leading to the west out of that. So you now have two doors leading west in two different rooms that are unopened.
All right.
Sorry,
Into the
east. I should say, I keep saying I'm getting my easts and wests wrong around. East, both of them are
It's
on
usually me
the
does
east.
It was a
Fuck,
storage
hell.
room, but we have more doors to do.
Alton just finishes stuffing the leather wrappings, and he'll just make his way towards Salir. Yes, if that's where we're going.
Yeah, I'll open the door in the storage room.
Yep, that leads to another corridor, about 10 feet, and then there is a tight 90-degree turn. Again, very well constructed, hard stone flagstones and brickwork. Lovely sort of vaulted ceiling.
As we can begin moving out, Mara will open up one of the sacks. I'm guessing that it's grain or something.
It's pickled apples, actually.
On my feet.
I'm not that. I'm.
Then,
that reminds me. I'll be right back.
Salir will go down that corridor and follow around the corner.
Would just so I know that you're not forgetting, would you leave a closed door behind you as a group? That's all.
No, I think we're leaving them all open.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one door that you haven't opened yet, though.
Oh, yeah.
There's a door, an open door in the
north.
mess hall.
I
Sorry, a
suppose
closed door.
Sirik will go and check that one out.
Okay. That leads to another room that has 6 very large and expensive-looking chests in it.
Oh. Alton.
Alton imagine he just walked by the door you're in, and then you just see him sort of float back. Turn into you. Yes?
We have more chests.
Okay. He sort of hops over to it.
These look strange. Apart from the other ones.
Yeah, these are all much larger, and they look very
How many?
elaborate. 6. 3 on each wall. It's a very small
Damn.
square room.
Alton is going to look for a connected trap.
Okay, yeah.
Something that may blow all of them up, for instance.
Sirik would help out looking around the room for.
So it's perception, I'm guessing, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
17.
filled with
Yeah, you find that there is. Can you cast the alarm spell?
I think. I don't know, my last character.
But anyway, I would say, Alton, even if you can't cast it, you would know what it is. There's a silver thread running across each side of the room that you know to be the alarm spell.
Okay, magical.
So not a trap in itself, but it will notify someone when these chests are tampered
Alton,
with.
I think Sirik's probably about to step on it, and Alton just
What?
it's spell magic.
Yeah, absolutely. Just goes. There's no roll at that level.
We were going to have some trouble. Someone had a lot of these things. Shall we?
Interesting. I suppose. Yes.
These are protected, so just be careful.
I'll let you handle it then.
Okay.
I'll
Check for traps on the physical traps on the chest. Or yeah.
Yep.
As we go through.
Well, if you're doing it, let's just do
Do it
that
for the
6
whole
times because and we'll see what happens one by one.
Okay. What are we rolling? Just X?
It's if you're just
Perception.
looking for traps, it's
Yeah.
perception.
Okay, so it's 16,
Mm-hmm.
18,
Mm-hmm.
that is a 17
Mm-hmm.
and a 14.
Another 2 because there's 6.
Okay. 14 again.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, that was a jack die. 16.
Okay. On the second chest, you find a similar poison spike trap that spiked you the last time.
Okay. I set it off on purpose with my dagger.
Yep, that's dexterity check to make sure you do it without tripping it off. But it's much easier because you know it's there.
Yeah. That's a 19 plus number.
Yep, that's fine. horrible big sort of spike. But this one, the one you got in the other room was like a wee sewing needle. This one's a lot meatier, and it would have, you think it would have gone in deeper.
Okay.
But you open it, or you set the trap off anyway without, is locked as well.
God. So many rolls. 17 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4.
Yep.
21.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you open it up. And this chest seems to have filled with documents. It's mostly in common, and it seems to be, well, if someone wants to check it, I'll tell what anyone it is, but it seems to be, there does not seem to be any magical items, money, gems, or anything. This seems to be all documentation in this chest.
Alton just sort of hands the wad of them back to Cyric. And I guess there are 6 chests. Do what do you want to do for?
Well, if you're trying to open the rest of them,
I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course I am.
Fine.
What kind of D&D player would I be if I wasn't trying to open all the chests?
Yeah.
So there was only one of them with
a trap that I saw.
that you could see. Yeah.
That I saw.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So just go the first one then. And they're all locked that you noticed on your percent.
Yeah. It's 24.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's not. It's 23.
That's fine. It's above 18. You manage to open it, and you do manage to avoid a trap that goes off in this one as well.
Same trap, same spike.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, now I'm expecting those spikes.
Yep.
All right.
This
I
one
have a
does
spike.
have goodies in it as well. Back to the old D100.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
We're protected.
Help, I'm being
I'm hoping for some sweet stuff. Hope so. Anyway. Where the hell is my other D10? Oh, there you go. 42.
Okay, 42. This has two small, what seem to be platinum candlesticks.
Mm.
And
Ow, ow.
oh, I love this. I love random tables. They're brilliant. There is a potion of healing.
Regular?
Regular, this one is, yep. There is a greater one as well.
Cool. I now have 2.
And 2 spell scrolls.
Oh. I'd probably need time with the scrolls to tell which spells, or
Yeah.
he will also put them with the spell scrolls.
And when you pass the candlesticks to Mara, they seem to be worth 250 gold each.
Yep.
Yes, the
And
sunshine.
I'll also give you the potion of healing, not the greater.
Right. With 2 silver candles, right?
Yeah, platinum.
Platinum.
Platinum, sorry.
Okay. Next chest. I do apologize, people at home.
No, same here. I
Yeah.
designed this place with far too many chests in it. I should have just done one.
21.
Planet.
One. Same thing happens. You trigger a trap but manage to avoid it. D100 again.
28.
Okay. That has another 2.
Someone's phone.
That is mine, the wither. Sorry.
You were supposed to put it
It's
in the
so
other
far
room.
away. And who the fuck is calling? Oh, it's my goddamn mother.
How dare
No.
she?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing she did.
No
The only thing she ever
making
did for me.
of This show.
It's
The only thing
another
she ever
2
did for me was-
platinum candlesticks.
The only thing she ever
What-
did for
sorry,
me was
say
give
again?
me life.
There's another
Yes.
2 platinum candlesticks. in there.
Okay, Mara, another 2 platinum candlesticks to you.
Woohoo!
Much larger,
Larger.
but similar price. They're not as good quality.
We'll
Right.
start to rattle this through if we can.
Sure.
We'll
Sorry.
rattle it through, and it would roll me. So you've opened 3, so just roll me dexterity checks 3 times.
What would their value again?
250 again, exactly the same.
19.
Okay. Just tell me if any of the rolls are under 18
Okay.
total.
How many was I doing?
3.
Three.
Another 3.
First 2 are successful, and the last one fails.
Okay. I need you to make a DC 18 con check as you are hit with
Fail.
the poison spike trap in the last one. You take 2 points of piercing damage. And... Oh, you fucker. 19 points of poison damage, and you now have the poisoned condition for the next hour.
I also have
What were the
1 hit
candlesticks worth?
point.
Sorry, say that again, Tara?
I was just about to write down what the candlesticks were worth.
Same.
250.
Same,
250.
exactly the
Oh,
same.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you were told.
I just said they were exactly the same. They're larger, but
You were having
lower
a fight with your
quality.
phone at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vile woman.
So I have 1 hit point.
Okay. And what will we have in the other ones? We're just going to have some roll me. We're just going to be money. So there's going to be like another 2,000 gold amongst these ones. And roll me 1d100.
85.
Okay. There is a potion that you do not think you have seen before as well. Let me describe it.
The gold. Let's see here.
Alton's just pushing all the gold towards Mara.
It's a crimson liquid that pulses with dull light, calling in mind a heartbeat.
Let's see. So that's
Okay. And regards it to his potion pocket. It goes. Blinks off the 2 greater healing potions.
3.
And I think if
304
we have a wee
bars.
break there for a wee quick bio break and stuff. then we can move
Sounds
on.
good.
Yeah.
2 seconds, we get that set up.
Yep. Whew, we got
Okay.
rich. Well, richer anyway. We're at 7,623 of just pure gold.
So
And
much
we have
money.
others. Yeah, that's why I wanted everyone to give me something to buy once we get to town, but I never get anything.
I don't have anything to buy.
Alright,
You
so
don't want
we're
any
just gonna
better.
we're just gonna take a quick 5-10 minute break. We'll see you
Yep.
very soon.
Sounds good.
See you on the flip.
The flippity flop.
Until next
Yeah.
time.
See
See you on the
soon.
flip.